they always told us be on the lookout for a white opal, right? So we go out with the striker guys, and we go set up in the overwatch position to create, set up an ambush basically. And sure enough, white 4-door opal comes rolling up right to that point. They open up the trunk. They pull out an 81 millimeter mortar system base plate. They put the plate down in the exact spot, and they set the mortar up. They take the rounds out. They got cheese charges on them, and they're going to drop 4 rounds, jump back in the car, and get out of there. Well, the ambush opens up, and 3 of them go down, and 1 guy runs away. I have no idea how they missed that guy. So we got the IA, and we went down and recovered the vehicle. We put the mortar and all the mortar rounds back in the trunk. We threw the dead bodies in the back of the car like cordwood, and we drove back to our combat outpost at White Castle, and we laid them all out there and went through their stuff, and got pictures of the mortar tube we recovered and the rounds and everything. And while we're going through one of this guy's stuff, he had a military ID, an Iraqi military ID with him. So started looking at this guy, and so we got down on the phone to Rustamiyah, which is the officer training facility for the Iraqis down in Baghdad. And I got with the mid team down there, and we asked him. We said, "Hey man, are you missing, Lieutenant Colonel, I could say his name is whatever, Hamed or whatever it was." They're like, "Yeah, he teaches indirect fire here at the War College. He's a War College graduate." I said, "Well, I'll send you a picture, but you can post his job because he ain't coming home." He was obviously practicing indirect fire up here. He's working his night job or day job or whatever, but you can tell his family, his body will be at the Baqubah morgue. And he was going to go to Egypt until his paperwork came through. We had sponsored him through to come and immigrate to the United States as part of the deal, but it just took a long time for that to happen. So he had gone home on vacation to see his family and say goodbye before he came back and left to go to Egypt. And he got trapped in his house. Well, Major Bowie is back in Huntsville on leave, and he's stuck at his house. And they are coming to get him. They're going to get him, and they're going to kill him. He already lost a brother to this, killed by these guys. And they're going to come get him. And they told him, "We're coming to come get you." So he gets on his cell phone, and he calls Jim Bowie in Huntsville. Jim's brilliant guy. He's an engineer. He's just a great guy, and he has great love for people, and he takes care of everybody. And he gets on the phone when he hears from Oz. He tells him to stay fast, and he calls back to Iraq, and he gets a hold of the ODA team, and he talks to the 20th group guys, and he says, "Hey, this is a situation." They said, "No problem." They called their ODA down in Baghdad, and they rolled a mission to go get Mazen out.
Pearsall, combat photographer, did a lot of time with you guys. I think one of her team members, when she was embedded with you guys, actually got shot. Yeah.
Yeah. So she was the videographer on Stacy's team. So Catherine.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, we got on the radio and heard that she had been wounded, and a bullet had gone through her arm. I don't even think at the time we picked her up she knew a bullet had gone through her arm and hit her camera that she was holding and blown the top of her thumb off. So we wheeled around to get her to the aid station. I jumped out, and I ran over to Stacy, and I said, "Are you okay?" And I'll never forget, this is a quote. I'll give it up to Stacy. She said, to Catherine, and she said, "They shot my motherfucking thumb off." and I said, "Well, get in. We'll get you taken care of." And so supposedly she was awarded a Purple Heart. It's the first Purple Heart that's been awarded to a combat camera person since the Vietnam War.